Hello, YouTube. What's up, guys? So, to officially confirm, the cast for All Stars, since I've changed it about 1,000 times, probably even before I decided on possibly making the season, I definitely changed it a lot of times. So, what I'm going to do is reveal the 74 that will be in All Stars, and there will be no changes from this point onward. Not to mention, I will have you guys do something at the end of the video, so just stay tuned and you can do it at the very end of the video. So anyway, I'm going to reveal the cast, who's in it, why I chose them, kind of a short little synopsis kind of thinger, and then we'll go from there. So let's start it up, shall we? Number one, Bella Lee. No shocker there. Blossom has been in every single season of my show. She's been a giant fan favorite since Action, and I think that it's just the real dead obvious giveaway to give it to her, and definitely have her be our first All-Star for the season. Number two is going to be Waylord. Lovable, idiotic, and lots of fun to play with. I was more annoyed with him, I guess, in the first couple seasons because he was my quote unquote Owen, but I think when it got around to live, he was a lot more fun and I got to give him a lot more depth, and I think that it made more sense to definitely give him a spot in All Stars. Number three is Garchomp. She's hated and everyone loves to hate her. But Garchomp is gonna have some kind of redemption things this season and have a little bit more fun, so it definitely will be something to look out for. Number four is Jinx. I don't know if everyone knows this, but Jinx is always one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's because I love watching drag queens and RuPaul's Drag Race. I don't know, but I've always loved Jinx, and that's why she's been in every season. And being in another season just seems like it makes complete and utter sense. Number five is Metagross. Now, Metagross will have his own plot this season. I'm going to try to give him some things. A lot of the things I definitely had for him in live were kind of cut short because of everything that happened. So I think, excuse me, I think that it definitely would be best to give him his own little plot and see where it goes. Number six is Absol. Again, Absol, she also had a great kind of little plot thing. She was supposed to get ninth in TPL, and that was never shown. He actually got eliminated because she broke her leg. It was a bunch of different things. I probably will make a video on the eliminations from where Big Sister Stealing Your Show left off, all the way to the finale. But right now, I'm just kind of keeping it short. Number seven is Jolteon. Definitely was an annoyance in season 3, but became a very tight fixture with him and Waylord in season 4. In initiality, him and Waylord's friendship was really the reason for his elimination in season 4. And like I said, I will make a video about that. But I do want to bring him back. He's fun to play with, and he's a great character to have fun with. Number eight is Banat. Definitely an annoyance, but I think that definitely the whole issue with Miss Magius really made him more likable in season 4, and it's what I wanted to go for, and I wanted to make it very I guess just a way for some characters that aren't as liked to get more likes than they definitely had. So I definitely am going to bring him back and play around with his character some more. So look forward to that. Number nine is Drapion, our winner of season 3. Drapion was a lot of fun to play with. His personality was honestly something I pulled out of my butt, and I honestly didn't know if it would work, but it really did, and I had so much fun doing the references back and forth with him. His backstory, which will be premiering soon, it won't be the next one, but I mean, it's in line. I just have to set it all up. Will be soon, and you'll get to see what kind of happened with him and Rose Raid. So yeah, definitely. Number 10 is Vespiquen. I think one of the best quotes I had probably was from Vapor Terror when he did say she was kind of like Russell Hands. But I obviously in season 4 I wanted to everyone to realize that she's not a villain per se, but she's just someone who's super competitive, and that definitely will play into her pre-story slash backstory. So look out for that as well, guys. Number 11 is Glaceon. I know how much everyone loves Glaceon, so you knew I was going to bring her back regardless. Originally, she wasn't in my All-Star cast, but when I was reshuffling everything and thinking about it, I know how much you guys love Glaceon, so for that reason, she will return. Number 12 is the Quarreling Triplets. I honestly God love this picture that I found, because it is about them so much. That's what I was trying to do with most of the pictures. Kind of, not always, but kind of capitalize their personality. And I think this capitalizes their personality amazingly. You know, a fan favorite from season 3, and of course came back in season 4 because of that, so the triplets will return as well. Number 13, Miss Magius. Should not be a shocker that she's returning. Not only is, you know, Jinx one of my favorite Pokemon, but the Mischievous line has always been one of my favorite lines ever since Mischievous was released. Not to mention, I love Miss Magius. So, you know, she definitely will return. There'll be plots, there'll be some forgiveness, and that's all I'm going to say, but look out for some fun. Number 14 is the ever so lovable Purugly. Now, this season, Purugly will have a complete and utter twist. I'm not going to ruin it. She will return. There'll be some interesting plot lines, so just look out for what's going to happen with Purugly this season. I promise you will not be disappointed. Number 15 is Roserade. Now, Roserade is one of the characters that is going to have a very dramatic transformation coming into this season. I haven't said it a lot lately, but this season will be kind of I wouldn't say like mature as in like, you know, I mean they've already most of them have already slept with each other. But what it's gonna be is there's gonna be a lot of different stories and details. It's gonna be kind of dark, and it's not gonna all be dark, but I don't want it to all just be comedy and stuff. This season is just gonna be very, very different, and I want it to be different simply with all the plot lines and storylines I will throw in this season. So Rosemary will have a little bit of a dark past, but I promise that everything will turn out for the best. Number 16 is Gallade. I feel like he never got a plot, so I definitely wanted to bring him back. I mean, he kind of was just eliminated because he was a threat in season 3, and then in season 4, it was just kind of like the Punny knew he was a threat and knew she had to get rid of him. But I never felt like he got much of a plot besides being Gardevoir's brother. So I think that he needs his own plot and he needs his own redemption. I think he needs to show himself, and he will this season, I promise. 17 is the ever-lovable Ursaring. Now, Ursaring was a last-minute add-on. The original cast for All-Stars, Ursaring actually was in it. But I did want to bring him back because, I'll explain why later. I actually added someone else on that I actually didn't even realize was in the cast, but after I started making plots for this person, I just knew that they had to be in, and I made it an odd number. So Ursaring has returned, so look forward to that, guys. Number 18 is Ambipom. Ambipom, another one of my favorite Pokemon. He actually got 14th in Season 3 because I love him so much. He originally was supposed to win. It was supposed to be either him or Hitmontop, one of the others. But I love the Pokemon so much, it would have been so obvious for him to win, so that's why that was scrapped. As I did reveal in Wigglytuff's pre-story, Hitmontop was one of the original winners. I think he was the first that I decided. Excuse me again, sorry guys. Allergies. So yeah, Ambipom will return. The prankster will be back for another season. Number 20 is Wigglytuff. Definitely one of my characters that I did not like at all, but with what I did with her in Season 3, I fell in love, and I know you guys did too. So Wigglytuff will be returning. She's gonna have an amazing plot. I'm very excited about it. I really went into depth with her plot. You've seen the pre-plot with the pre-story, so you know what she's going into the season with. Number 20 is Girafarig, our winner of action. I feel like she's never gotten that development. I mean, I know she won, but in my earlier seasons, I didn't have much development, and I mean, she was just kind of there. I like the Pokemon, and it seemed like an easy thing to do with the win, mostly because I didn't favor her a lot, and I think it was just an easy thing to have her win, whereas people wouldn't, like, obsess over it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, guys, just because I still have not gotten a new recording thing, I'm gonna take a break here on Girafarig, and if it's all fine, I'll probably make this a complete one-part video, but if not, this will probably be the end of part 1, and then I shall continue in part 2, or whatever. But I just wanted to make it, like, break it up so, like, I don't have the friggin' issues that I had. I'm trying to figure this out. But yeah, Stratford gets number 20, and for right now, that's where I'm gonna end part 1, unless it works, and then I'll just continue the video. So, let's see what happens.